Hey, it's Steve, and I'm back with a short little review on a model that I got. It's a Lamborghini Huracan Super Trefeo. So let's dive right in and get right into it. It's a 2015. Of course, it's a 118 like all my other ones that I collect. But like this is a little bit different than the GT3 or the GTE cars. Basically, this is like a spec series that they race with. Lamborghini races all these Super Trofeos, and once in a series that they're all the same car, same spec, everything. So it's a little bit different than the other series with different manufacturers. Um, these are real close to the real car as far as the street car, as far as the body and things like that. It's a lot closer than like a GT3 car. The dimensions are pretty much, things are a lot. It's still very highly modified with different suspension, different gearbox. Of course, it's just two-wheel drive like the GT3. The real Huracans are all-wheel drive. Well, these are all only rear-wheel drive. So there's a lot of differences, but it's still the closest thing to the street car. It's actually got more horsepower than the GT3 car. I mean, they're right around 610, 620 horsepower, where the GT3 car is like around 500 to 520, something like that. Somewhere maybe 520 plus. But it's still, the Super Trofeo actually has more power. But it's not as wide, doesn't have as big of tires. There's a lot of different, doesn't have as much aero as the GT3 car. So it's definitely different, not as fast. So, but they're still really, really cool cars. I mean, I've seen these race at Road Atlanta, and they're really awesome. This car is made by Top Marques Collectibles. It looks really good. I mean, I haven't seen anything wrong with the paint or the only thing I could say that I probably don't like is the windows are really dark, and I don't know why they. I mean, race cars usually aren't too dark because they got to see out the windows. They're really not. I mean, you can't see anything inside. I can, but not with the video. It's just way too dark. Of course, it's still, it's a race car, so you don't see a lot in there anyway, but there's only 100 of them made. 100 pieces. It's a limited edition. Of course, it's a presentation card, number 63, the one they came out with when they first came out with the Huracan. They got an updated Huracan now that's called the Evo, which has got like a little fin in the back with a scoop there. So they've come out with another one since this car. But you can see that, where the exhaust comes out and the diffuser and the little fins back there. I mean, everything looks replicated really nice. You can see the carbon fiber on the wing. The tow hook back there. And just for kicks and giggles, I brought the GT3 car out here too, just so you could take a look at some of the differences that we have. And I mean, I know I did a review on it, but to see them side by side, you can see the big differences on the Super Trofeo, how it's the body and all that's just like the street car, just like its brother. But you look at the GT3 car and see how it's a lot wider. You see how the hips in the back are a lot wider. You can see the front fenders where they got the front fenders that stick out like that because the tires are just so much wider, has a wider stance. And the diffuser, I mean, look how big the diffuser is in the back compared to the Super Trofeo. So the aero is a completely different animal on the GT3 car. Even though it has less horsepower, and it is a little lighter. I think it is a little bit lighter. The GT3 car is what I should say, is a little bit lighter. But as you can see, the aero is just a completely different deal there. And of course the hood, let's get a front view. So the front, you can see the hood on the Super Trofeo where it's got the two scoops there. And the headlights look good. It's kind of a crazy paint job the way it is, but that's the way they were. It's kind of like a flat silver or gray. And you can see there's the carbon fiber splitter in the front with the tow hook and the Lamborghini badge, the bull. But again, if you look at the two of them in the front, a lot different. I mean, you can see where the opening is there on the front. And this has just got one big, hole in the hood. And some, little scoops there in the front. Teardrop scoops in the hood. So it's a lot different, again, like I said, it's just a lot different aero setup. Even though it's the same car. Both of them are Huracans. I like both of them, so I really don't, I like GT3 cars, but I mean, the Super Trefeos are really cool too. The tires aren't as wide either, they're not as big a tire, so I mean, obviously, that's why some of the performance differences. But, the tires have really good detail, the brakes, the side skirts there. I mean, I don't see anything, with the detail looks really good. Of course, it's still on the stand, which is a really nice stand, which I'll probably just leave it on there because it's only 100-piece limited edition. So I'll probably just leave it on the stand. I mean, usually a lot of them I just take them off, but, that one you got to kind of tear apart to take it off. You got to tear the bottom of them off. It's kind of like a BBR, and I really don't want to do that, so I'll probably just leave it on the stand. Of course, it's got the grills in the fender like the GT3 car. A little bit different design, but still got the grills in it. And got the carbon fiber there in that back part of the window there. And of course, it's got the clock on the top, which is kind of cool. Kind of like that. That's like the real car. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice car. I might look at an Evo down the road because the Evo even looks better with the fin, and it's got like an air scoop in the back. That looks pretty cool. And these Super Trefeos are just super nice cars. They're super cool, and the model and real life. So, but the lights look good. It's a real nice model, and no problems as far as any kind of defects or anything like that. I haven't seen anything, so everything looks fine. But I hope you like the review, and just kind of showing you kind of the differences between the cars, and just some subtle differences here and there, and some of the specs on it, just so you can get an idea of the difference of the of the real cars. But if you like what you see, I really appreciate any support. If you hit the like button or share it, and with on Facebook or any other social media. And subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And any comments or questions, I mean, I'd be glad to answer anything I can. The model did come this way, so again, it's the way you see it is the way it came. There's no case or anything. Didn't come with any kind of glass case or anything. It was just basically on this stand. But like I said, if there's any questions or anything, I'd be glad to answer the best that I can. I hope everybody has a great day and great rest of the week, and I hope everybody takes care and comes back and visits again. See ya. Bye.